Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and it plays some of the games immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Cornhuskers will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're gonna split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Getting some heat. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll knock him down. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Ball in the air, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Running back searching for a hole. Plows through the defense.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this point.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Right back to it. Oh, gave the defender the business. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Huskers are marching down the field. They'll try the run. Smashes through. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. The handoff to Johnson. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got his man downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate your chicken wings.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Get it out on the screen.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it to the back.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced them to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up 4th.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. When you think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot, those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again, getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the left side. Powers through the defender. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Give to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Keeps the play going. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the 2nd play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really tough on offense. Third and long, it's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. A third and long coming up here. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
That keeps the score. Ohio State 10, Nebraska 7.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Buckeyes will have it first and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the air. It's Sayin. Quick strike complete. And the Buckeyes will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lost a throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making. The
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Fires to the big fella. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And on second down for this offense. Here's the give off the left side. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They're facing a third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. The Cornhuskers are on the move. He tries to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Back to throw, it's Raiola. And the pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Kent State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this.
Finds his tight end.
They're trailing by 14 to NC State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Snagged in the middle. It's Lloyd. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. They're going to throw it again. He's got it. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. To throw, it's Raiola. Feeling some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Got a man, it's Tate. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. He's going to pass. Soft spot in the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll throw it on 1st down. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They move the tight end all over. The give to the tailback. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Lincoln. And it's been a battle of wills between these two teams through 2 quarters. Bend but don't break. They've managed to neutralize the explosive playmakers on each side by shutting down passing windows and providing tight coverage. Forget the Jimmies and Joes. This second half could really be about the X's and O's. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch, called for and made. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for a man, it's Sayin. He's got it down the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside and get them the football.
He's got it on the run. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And that is no good. Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
At the 35, he's open. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. He's got his man. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Fast motion from the offense. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Looking for a block. It's Lloyd. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. To the ground with the back. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The give to the back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskers!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
24, Nebraska, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. On the option, it's Sayed. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Bringing it back, it's Smith. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Good timing on the quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll leave it with him. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Do they have another 3rd down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. All tied up here in the 4th quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Fighting off the defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. He's looking to throw it. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kent State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 15 over NC State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Austin Fire on second down. Trying to get to it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Third down coming up.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from the...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Ohio State. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
38, Nebraska, 24.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Dropping back, it's Rayola. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Going up top on first down. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got the tight end. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. How about that D coming up with a play like that? That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor, and then make him forget that.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.